4 Mad Max films are rumored for 4K. Criterion announces its new November slate. And shave and a haircut, Roger Rabbit finally gets a 4K announcement this December. All this and more in the latest physical media report. 2 bits. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, here today to deliver to you the Physical Media Report, episode 71. That is right, guys, your weekly update in the world of physical media, new Blu-rays, 4Ks. We're going to cover it all here today. We're going to cover the rumors. We're going to cover the announcements. And Jesus, are there some great announcements today. We're going to cover the deals. There's tons of great deals. And we're going to talk about what is new this week, guys. And yeah, there is just tons of stuff today to cover in the world of physical media. But before we do that, guys, I want to ask that if you are not yet a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more great content. I do all kinds of stuff on this channel, mostly centered around the world of physical media. These weekly physical media updates every Monday, Tuesday, Blues Day vlog videos where I take you into the stores and show you all of the new releases for the week. I do reviews, I do collection hauls, I do collection updates, all kinds of stuff, unboxings. If you like 4Ks, if you like Blu-rays, if you love physical media, hit that subscribe button. And also be sure, guys, to comment down below what you're the most excited about of everything that we talk about here today, because there's just tons of stuff to dig into. As we're heading into the fall season, things are really heating up. And we're getting tons of exciting announcements. So let me know in that comment section below what you are the most excited about. And also hit that like button, guys, because every single like will help this video out and help this channel grow. And I would greatly appreciate it. And turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's get into it, guys, because we got some stuff to cover today. So the first thing we're going to talk about is in the rumor category still, because it's not up on Bluray.com yet. And that is Mystery Men on 4K. It's supposed to be coming out from Kino Lorber. No official release date yet, but I did cover this on a previous physical media report, probably a couple of months ago. Now, back then, it was supposed to be a 4K scan, not an actual 4K UHD release. Now, it is supposed to be an actual 4K UHD release. Now, remember, I reported it as it was supposed to be a true 4K release, and it was not. And I got a lot of comments in that video. So I just want to say that, yeah, I didn't mess up. I knew it was going to be 4K all along, right? So yeah, it turns out that it is actually 4K, and no official release date yet, but Kino Lorber should be releasing this year. So I'm super excited for this one, guys. I have not seen Mystery Men since probably the early 2000s, but I remember it being one of my childhood favorites growing up. I used to watch that movie all the time. I have it on DVD. I need to rewatch it before this 4K comes out to help build my excitement. But yeah, I'm super excited for this one. This is probably going to be like a week one purchase for me just because I'm so excited to revisit this one. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for Mystery Men. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comment section below. I feel like I'm saying the comment section so much because I want you guys to comment down there. What do you do? Let's get on to the Mad Max quadrilogy 4K set, guys. Again, this is another rumor. This is coming from HD Movie Source, who has an Instagram page and a website. I will link both in the description below. But they are saying we are getting a Mad Max quadrilogy 4K set on November the 2nd is the tentative release date from Warner Brothers. Now, we have already talked about the Mad Max films coming to 4K. I know the first one has a Kino Lorber release. And then we also talked about the second and the third one, Thunderdome and Road Warrior, both coming to 4K in November, but getting standalone releases. I think that those are still going to be getting standalone releases, but what's interesting is that we're going to be getting the first one again, apparently, as well as a re-release of Fury Road, all in this collection. So they're not standalone. They're going to be together, and hopefully we'll still get those standalone sets. But I did think it was interesting that we're going to be getting Mad Max from the actual studio as an alternative to the Kino Lorber release. So yeah, but November 2nd is apparently when that is going to be coming out. That's the tentative release date. No official release date as of yet. Also coming from HD Movie Source is Krampus, coming to 4K on November the 16th from Universal, and Candyman coming to 4K on November the 16th from Universal. The new theatrically released HBO Max film, science fiction film starring Hugh Jackman, Rebecca Ferguson, came out this past weekend that a lot of people are panning as far as critically. This is coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 9th. So the last two, Candyman and Reminiscent, are probably no-brainers for getting a 4K release. They are new titles. Usually with these newer titles, they get 4K releases or theatrically released films. But Krampus was a little bit of a surprise, and I imagine that that one is, you know, going to be coming out close to Christmas time to get everybody gearing up for the holiday season. So Krampus, I've never been the biggest fan of. I only saw it once. I'm open to watching it again. Maybe I watched it the wrong way the first time. Maybe I wasn't expecting such a comedic movie. But yeah, that's a very goofy movie. It goes in some very bizarre, strange places, and I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. So I don't know if I'll be grabbing that one, at least not initially, maybe on a sale or something somewhere down the line. But definitely exciting 4K announcements to get excited for. So Batman Year One, which is one of the first DC animated films. I think it came out in 2011. Or at least of like the new iterations of the DC animated films. This is supposed to be coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 9th. Now, this rumor first popped up from Geek Gab News on Instagram. I always have his link down below to check out. He is the rumor master. So this is supposedly coming out on November the 9th. This is, coincidentally enough, one of the only DC animated films that I've actually seen. It's because I was going to try to start watching some of them because they're like some of the biggest releases every couple of months. You know, we talk about the new DC animated films, and I usually just don't check them out. So I wanted to start getting into those films, and I started with Batman Year One, but that was the only one I watched. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's only about an hour long, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. That's all I can say, really. But yeah, Batman Year One. Let me know if you're excited for the DC animated film being in 4K this November the 9th. Let's get on to the news, guys, because there is tons of exciting stuff to talk about as far as the news for today. And the first one is Who Framed Roger Rabbit coming to 4K on December the 7th from Disney, guys. So this was rumored a few weeks back. I talked about this. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's right outside of my top 10. It's probably like my number 11 or number 12 film of all time. It's a super underrated Robert Zemeckis film. Robert Zemeckis himself is just one of the most underrated directors ever. And this movie right here proves it. I love this movie so much. It is like the perfect blend of like animation and live action. It's like one of the first movies to do that kind of thing. And it's just a fantastic movie. It's like a noir film. It's a family film. It's an action adventure film. It's a comedy. It's just everything rolled into one with one of like the best villain performances by Christopher Lloyd. And Bob Hoskins is great in it. And I just love everything about this film. And I cannot wait to see what they do with the 4K transfer of this one. I know everybody was excited for Space Jam when it came out to see what it could do, and everybody was pretty satisfied with that one. So hopefully they do this one justice as well. So yeah, I could not be any more over the moon about this movie coming out to 4K. So, and the fact that it's coming out in December, I don't feel like we get a lot of these premiere 4K catalog titles that release in December. Usually it's in the Octobers and the Novembers that we get most of them. In December's usually pretty dry. So it's nice that we have an exciting movie coming out in the December month. So yeah, this is getting the slipcover which looks absolutely gorgeous. And the Steelbook I actually like quite a bit as well. So I'll have to see that one in person to decide if I want to pick that one up. But this is one that absolutely I might double dip on. I think I'm going to double dip on Scream, and I most certainly will probably double dip on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I love this movie so incredibly much. So if you guys have not seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, what are you doing? Get on that streaming service. I'm pretty sure it's on Disney Plus right now. And watch that thing before it comes out, and definitely get it and support this movie. So the next couple of ones are new Disney titles as well, and these are both theatrically released films that have come out in the past couple of months. We got Jungle Cruise on Blu-ray and 4K coming from Disney on November the 16th, and we've got Free Guy coming to Blu-ray and 4K from Disney on October the 12th. Yeah, I have not seen Jungle Cruise yet, but I saw Free Guy last week. Me and my wife actually did a reaction video on my other channel, Married with Media, so definitely give us a subscribe over there. I'll link that down below. And yeah, Free Guy is really fun, so I'm excited to own that one on 4K because I think it will look pretty damn good. Next one, guys, we've got Carlito's Way coming to 4K on October the 12th from Universal. Now, we've already announced and talked about the Steelbook. Now this has an actual 4K case with the slipcover that has been revealed as well. I like the artwork on this one. Haven't seen this film. I've got it on a Blu-ray Steelbook and haven't watched it yet, so I might watch that before deciding if I want to upgrade to 4K on this one. But the next thing that we're going to talk about, guys, is another super exciting announcement. Like almost right up there with the Who Framed Roger Rabbit one, but not quite because I don't love this movie as much. American Psycho 4K Steelbook. Now this already has a 4K release. I think American Psycho came to 4K at least like 3 years ago. But this is coming out from Lionsgate on October the 5th. And again, October the 5th, like they're just trying to put us all into bankruptcy and just make us have to sell our house and just not eat for like a week or two. I don't know. We're going to be using all our money on October the 5th. It's a ridiculous day. Look it up. That week for the Physical Media Report is going to be absolutely insane. But American Psycho 4K Steelbook, guys, this Steelbook, oh my God, this is just, if there ever was a Steelbook that was just gifted to us from the gods of physical media, it would be this Steelbook. It's going to be the Steelbook of the year. Like Dirty Dancing, Do the Right Thing, they were up there. But this right here, guys, when I see this one in person, I don't know. I just cannot wait to own this thing. It's so awesome. I love that Lionsgate does the slipcovers, and the slipcover work that they do with this one, just with his face going over the other face. It's just incredible, guys. I cannot wait to see this thing in person and purchase this one. This is one that I probably am going to try to pre-order because I can see this one going pretty quick. But yeah, American Psycho 4K Steelbook, guys. This is just, it looks so good. I'm so excited for this one. The Howling on 4K, guys, is coming from Studio Canal on October the 25th. So this is a foreign release from Studio Canal. This is getting a Zabi exclusive steelbook as well. And it's also getting this incredible looking media booklet and 4K set with a bunch of cards and all this extra bells and whistles and stuff, which looks incredible. I do want to own the Howling on 4K. I wish they had like a slipcover version, just a regular version, like they did with, like Studio Canal did with Total Recall that came out earlier this year. But I might just purchase that Zabi Steelbook. I really like the design on that as well. So the Howling on 4K coming on October the 25th. We've also got Criterion that revealed their November slate. Now they did this like 2 hours after I filmed the Physical Media Report from last week, and I tried to insert some information into that after I filmed it. But let's go over some of these titles because some of them I didn't get a chance to talk about with you guys. But we got Menace to Society coming to 4K on November the 23rd. Now this is getting a 4K 2-disc set and a Blu-ray 1-disc set. From everybody that was wondering, are they only getting 4Ks? Are they getting Blu-ray standalone? They are getting a 4K release and a Blu-ray release as well. So the 4K is going for $39.99. So that's a regular Criterion price right there, guys. And the Blu-ray is going for $31.96. Now keep that in your mind because there's an important point that I want to point out when we get to the end of these announcements. But yeah, you're going to be getting special features with that as well. We're also getting Citizen Kane on 4K, guys, coming out on November the 23rd, so the same day as Menace to Society. Now that 4K release, which is also a 4-disc set with just tons of special features, guys, tons of special features. I'm not going to call them all out here. Go to Criterion.com if you want to see all these special features, but there's just tons of content in this set. That is going to be $47.96, I imagine, because of all that extra content. That's the reason for that. It's more than most of these other releases. And you're also getting a Blu-ray 3-disc set for $39.99. It's going to have all the special features as well, just without that 4K disc. And then we're getting Mulholland Drive on 4K with a $39.99 for the 4K disc of that one. And we're also getting a Blu-ray 1-disc set, which they already have, but that's going to be $31.96. We've also got Once Upon a Time in China, a 5-film set with like 5 Once Upon a Time in China, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I know nothing about these films, so let me know in the comment section below if you do. This is coming out on November the 16th for $99.96. So a pretty steep price for this, but 5 films. Is still a pretty good deal for $100. We've also got La Strada coming out on November the 2nd for $31.96. So this is the point that I want to make with these ones, guys, is a lot of these Blu-rays are coming up as $31.96. Now, what I want to propose to you guys is it possible that when these 4K disc hits, that we see the price of Blu-rays drop from Criterion to $31.96? Is that going to be the new price point for Blu-rays going forward in Criterion once the 4Ks hit? And are the 4Ks going to be $39.99 to $45? Because it looks like that is where they're heading. I have no insider information on this. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing off of the Criterion website. But yeah, $39.99 could be the price point for the 4Ks. And if that's the case, then we really had nothing to worry about. They're the same price as the Blu-rays were before. And if anything, it's a good thing because they dropped the price of the Blu-rays down to $31.96. So it's just something interesting that I noted, and I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts with you guys on that one. But if you have any other thoughts, leave it in the comment section below. Let's get on to the next announcement, guys. We have the Night Gallery Season 1 coming to Blu-ray from Kino Lorber on November the 23rd. I know a lot of people were super excited about this one when it was announced on social media. I have no idea what this is, but apparently it's a show that ran like 5 years in the 60s and 70s. Steven Spielberg even directed some episodes from this one, so that's kind of interesting. We've also got Another Round starring Mads Mikkelsen, which is a award-worthy movie that released, I think, at the beginning of this year or maybe late last year. This is coming out from Studio Canal on September the 27th. So yeah, the first physical media release of Another Round, which is a pretty damn good movie. I watched that earlier this year. We've also got You Should Have Left on Blu-ray from Universal coming on September the 7th. So this has a DVD release. I've seen it in Target, and this is a little like horror thriller film that came out starring Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried. Came out last summer. It got a DVD release, but it never got a Blu-ray, so now it's finally getting a Blu-ray release. This is a very mediocre horror film. This is not one that I think is worth picking up, but maybe Redbox will have it on Blu-ray and you can rent it and decide for yourself. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend picking this one up day one for sure. And the last thing that I want to note, guys, is a little bit of sad news. So Severin, who was supposed to release Drop Dead Fred, a Blu-ray release of that, lost the rights to it over the weekend due to legal issues. It will now still get a release, but from another studio eventually. So this is disappointing. I know that we're going to get it somewhere down the line, but I'm just disappointed that Severin lost the rights to it because they had it all ready to go. It was getting ready to come out. It was on pre-order. And a lot of people did pre-order it and they got the notifications that it's been taken off the list and they got refunded and all that stuff, which is good, but it has to be disappointing because we were all looking forward to and anticipating Drop Dead Fred. Drop Dead Fred, I know, is not a great movie. This is another one that I watched all the time as a kid, probably the same amount as I watched Roger Rabbit, to be honest, but Roger Rabbit's obviously a way better film. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I was looking forward to Drop Dead Fred. I haven't really dove into the Severin catalog as much. I do want to at some point. I do actually have a Severin film coming to me. It's on the way right now. So I'll do the unboxing and review for that one when I get it in and let you all know what it is. But yeah, I'm disappointed that Severin lost this. I'm disappointed that we're not going to be getting it because this is one that I absolutely was excited for and I was going to pick this one up. So yeah, Drop Dead Fred will not be released by Severin, but will be released somewhere down the line by another studio. Eventually. So let's get into these deals, guys, because you know here at the Mid-Level Media channel, we know times are tough. You can't go out every single week and spend $300 to $400 on all of these new physical media releases. You gotta wait, you gotta pick your spots, and I'm here to help you guys do that by sharing the information on these incredible deals. So again, guys, this is why you don't buy these 4Ks when they first come out. You wait a couple of weeks, you wait 3 or 4 weeks. I know it's hard sometimes because you just want to watch them again, but Mortal Kombat, guys, on 4K right now for $19.99 and on Blu-ray for $14.99. So that's down. I'm pretty sure when the 4K came out of that, it was like $30. So that's down $10 for when that movie first came out. Godzilla vs. Kong, same thing, $19.99 right now on 4K. The Blu-ray is $14.99 as well. Nobody on 4K, guys, for $19.99. The Blu-ray, $14.99 as well. I will be leaving all the links for purchase these at the bottom. They will be Amazon affiliate links. So if you do use them, you will support the channel and I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, these titles, they just came out like a month and a half ago for $10 more and now they're $10 less. Sometimes it pays to wait for some of these studio titles that come out. So The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard just came out last week on 4K. It was $30 in Best Buy. It's now $24.96. So a $5 price drop in just 1 week. Just think about that. Speed on 4K, guys, for $17.99. The Jaws 3 sequel collection on Blu-ray, guys, from Universal for $10.99. Not a bad price for it all for 3 Jaws sequels, even though they're not as good as Jaws. Nobody's saying that, but I kind of enjoy the sequels, at least 2 and 3. 4 is kind of bad, but I still enjoy that one too. Lord of the Rings, the 4K collection for $69.99. We've also got Indiana Jones 4K for $63.50. We got Willy Wonka on 4K, guys, for $19.30. Freaky on Blu-ray for $12.99, so that's a really good price for that one. And the Godzilla Criterion set, guys, I don't know how this is on sale still, but it is 50% off right now for $112.49. I noticed that on Amazon just when I was browsing, so this isn't even on Blu-ray.com. I just happened to see this on Amazon, but yeah, $112.49 still for the Godzilla Criterion set. I don't know if a lot of people know that, so you might want to jump on that one pretty quick. So let's go ahead and get into what is new this week, guys. And I'm telling you, August has been a little bit of a dull month. You know, there's been some studio titles here and there, new release films that's been theatrically released earlier in the year, but no real like eye-popping like catalog releases, like older releases. But I will say this for this week and the month of August as a whole, the boutique labels have really been stepping up and trying to fill those holes, those gaps that the studios are leaving behind. So I do appreciate that. And this week has a lot of super awesome boutique releases that we're going to get into in a second. But let's start off with the big release of the week, and that is The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. Even though it was promoted as The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, they didn't even add the 3 until they did the physical media release. But yeah, that is coming out this week, guys, from Warner Brothers on 4K for $29.99, the Blu-ray for $19.96, and a Blu-ray triple pack for $27.96. I really like that triple pack. I don't think I'm going to buy it. But if I see it in person and I really like it, I don't know, I might get it. I would have been more likely to buy it if it was a 4K set. And I don't really like the third one that much, so I'm not going to buy this standalone. But yeah, that triple pack, I really love the packaging on that one. So I'm going to see what that one looks like in person. Hopefully, we'll see it in stores tomorrow. But Peter Rabbit 2, guys, is coming to 4K for $29.99. It's a little bit steep for a Peter Rabbit 2, but okay, Sony. And then we're going to get it on Blu-ray for $24.99, and we're also going to get a double pack with the first one for $27.96 as well. So we've also got 2 big boutique 4Ks coming out this week, guys. We got the Cat O' Nine Tails on 4K from Arrow Video for $42.99, and there is also a special limited edition 1,500 copies only for that one. That's not available anymore. You got to probably hunt on eBay and pay a ridiculous amount for it. But yeah, the Arrow Video 4K of Cat O' Nine Tails will be arriving this week. I do already have that release in my possession, and I plan to review that at some point this week, so definitely be looking out for that. We've also got 2 Evil Eyes on 4K, guys, from Blue Underground for $36.49. So I watched this one a couple of years ago. I wasn't a huge fan, especially considering the talent involved, Dario Argento, George A. Romero. I wasn't a huge fan of this one. I have the Blu-ray from Blue Underground, so I don't really feel the need to upgrade here, but this is definitely awesome packaging. And if you're a fan of this film, Blue Underground, I have no doubt in my mind they will knock this release out of the park as far as the transfer they have all year long with all of their releases. They have some of the best releases of the year. Definitely check out the Final Countdown. That's one of them. So Blue Underground, complete faith, and then they will knock this out of the park if you're a fan of the film. And it's only $36.49, so not a very expensive 4K. They're usually known for pricing their 4Ks at about $50. So a pretty reasonable cost for this Blue Underground release. We've also got 4 Severin releases this week, guys, including Overboard coming out on Blu-ray from Severin for $18.19. Now, this is one that I did pre-order on Amazon, so I'm hoping to get this one in soon, and I wanna review this one on the channel as well. So I haven't really covered a lot of Severin, so I want to get into them a little bit more. Cannibal Man coming out from Severin for $25.49. Iglesias Quinan 3-film collection. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, but I'm sorry, for $29.49. Guys, I can barely speak English sometimes. It's really hard for me to speak in different languages as well, so I apologize. No One Heard the Scream for $25.49. And we've got 2 titles from MVD Rewind, guys, coming out this week as well. Some awesome covers on these. We got One Dark Night coming out on Blu-ray, and The Dark for $21.99. The One Dark Night Blu-ray is $19.99. We also got 3 Shout Factor releases this week, guys. We got the Return to Salem's Lot on Blu-ray for $24.99. We've got the Oh God Collection 3 films from 1977 to 1984, so all 3 of the Oh God films for $34.99. We've also got Dream Builders, some kind of animated film coming out from Shout Factory for $17.99. We got Habit on Blu-ray from Lionsgate for $15.99, that new Bella Thorne movie. We also got The Fatal Raid coming out on Blu-ray from Wellgo for $17.99. Ashes and Diamonds coming from Criterion for $27.99. We've also got The Blind Beast coming out from Arrow Video for $39.95. We've got Evil Dead Trap coming from Unearthed Films. I don't feel like I discussed Unearthed Films before, for $19.99. We've also got Lansky coming from Vertical Entertainment for $16.99. We'll probably end up seeing that in Best Buy tomorrow, because I've noticed that we've been seeing those Vertical Entertainment titles in Best Buy from week to week. We've got 7 Kino Lorber titles, and I've been talking about Kino Lorber, the most consistent Blu-ray company in the business, giving us 7 releases this week. We got Viva, a movie from 2007 from the creator of The Love Witch, coming out for $19.89. We've got The Clockmaker of St. Paul for $19.99. Beginning for $19.89. Peekaboo and B-Girl Rhapsody, a 2-film collection for $19.99. Moment by Moment for $16.59. What's So Bad About Feeling Good for $16.59. And Thoroughly Modern Millie for $19.89. So 7 titles, guys. They are knocking it out of the park this week. Warner Archive has 2 titles this week, and that is The Prince of the City for $17.99 and Prodigal Son Season 2 for $24.99. We've also got Guyayan, Cult of the Damned for $19.89 coming out from Code Red this week. And with that, guys, we are done. Like I said, the boutique labels really stepping it up this week, bringing us some quality titles to enjoy for the week of August the 24th. So with that, guys, I appreciate everybody watching this edition of the Physical Media Report. Before I get off of here, I have a couple of things that I would like to promote. So tonight, I will be taking part in the movie collection battle, being a part of round 2. I won my first match a couple of weeks ago, and I will be facing off against Brian Goes Blue tonight on the movie collection battle on 4KD Ray's channel. Come out tonight and support me. I'll also be promoting it in my community tabs later today as well. Also tomorrow night, guys, Tuesday night, I will have a very special guest on, World's Biggest Collectors, Pop's Movie Dungeon will be joining me to talk movies and physical media and all that cool stuff at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on World's Biggest Collectors, episode 23. I cannot wait for that. So with that, guys, I appreciate all of you guys watching here today. Please comment down below what new title are you the most excited about this week, in the coming months. Let me know in that comment section below. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video, guys. Turn on all those bell notifications for all future videos, and we'll see you next time.